If you're like I was, the phrase web hosting probably sounds more technical than it needs to. For the longest time, I didn't get it either. I thought, why do I even need hosting? Can't I just make a website and call it a day? But then one simple situation made it all click. And after that, everything just started to make sense. See, I had this idea for a website. Nothing fancy, just a place to post some blog articles and maybe showcase a few things I was working on. I picked out a domain name which felt like claiming a little piece of internet real estate. I was excited. But then I hit a wall. I couldn't figure out where to actually put the site. I had the name, I had the vision, but it had nowhere to live. That's when I learned what web hosting really is. Imagine you just built a beautiful house, but you didn't buy any land to put it on. That's exactly what having a domain without web hosting is like. Hosting is what gives your website a home, a place where all your pages, pictures, blog posts, and files actually exist so other people can see them. Without it, your site is just a name with nowhere to go. I remember scrolling through tons of forums, watching videos, trying to figure out which hosting company to use. It felt overwhelming at first because everyone was saying something different. Some were too technical, some too expensive, and some just didn't seem reliable. I didn't want to mess this up. That's when I found Bluehost. And I'll be honest, I was skeptical at first. But then I realized something important. Bluehost is one of the most trusted hosting companies out there. They've been around for years, they host millions of websites, and they're actually recommended by WordPress themselves. That part stood out to me because if you're using WordPress to build your site, which most people do, having hosting that works seamlessly with it is a huge plus. What really won me over, though, wasn't the features or the price, even though both were solid. It was how easy they made everything feel. I didn't know what I was doing. I had zero background in tech. But when I signed up, it felt like someone had removed all the roadblocks. You click a few buttons, and boom, your site is live. And if you're someone who just wants to get your idea online without spending hours lost in setup menus or Googling what DNS propagation means, this kind of simplicity matters more than anything. Bluehost walks you through every step: registering your domain, setting up your site, installing WordPress, even getting your email set up if you want to look more professional. The interface is clean and beginner-friendly, and anytime I had a question, I could chat with support and get real help, 24/7. Now, I'm not saying Bluehost is the only hosting provider out there, but what I am saying is that for most people, especially beginners, it's hard to find something that checks more boxes. It's affordable, it's fast, and most importantly, it just works. You don't want your site crashing or taking forever to load. And with Bluehost, I've never had to worry about that. I'll explain more about how the tech side of hosting works in the next section because once you understand what's going on behind the scenes, it all starts to feel a lot more manageable. But the main thing I want to drive home here is this: web hosting doesn't need to be confusing. It's just the piece that makes your website real. And if you've been putting off launching something online because you weren't sure how it all worked, you're not alone. I was right there with you. But once I got it, once I saw how it fit together, it opened up everything. And honestly, Bluehost made it easy, not just to understand, but to actually do. Stick with me because in the next part, I'll break down exactly how hosting works behind the scenes and why some hosts are better than others. So let's actually break it down. What is web hosting in plain English? What's happening behind the scenes that makes a website work? Imagine your website as a collection of files, like photos, text, buttons, menus, all of it sitting in folders. When someone types your domain into their browser, their computer is basically saying, "Hey, can I grab those files and display them on my screen?" Web hosting is the service that stores those files and delivers them every time someone makes that request. And it has to do it formaté. If it takes more than a few seconds to load, people click away. That's why you need a hosting provider that not only stores your files, but serves them up quickly, securely, and reliably, no matter where your visitors are coming from. That's where a company like Bluehost comes in. Bluehost runs powerful servers, basically supercomputers, that are online 24/7. When you host your website with them, you're renting space on those servers. Your site lives there. And because these servers are optimized for WordPress and modern websites, everything loads faster and runs smoother than it would on some random, slow provider. But there's more going on than just file storage. A good hosting provider also keeps your site safe. The internet isn't all friendly. There are bots, hackers, and malware constantly scanning the web looking for weak spots. Hosting with a reputable company means they're monitoring for threats, blocking sketchy traffic, and keeping everything up to date to avoid vulnerabilities. Security used to feel like this big, complicated thing I didn't want to deal with. But Bluehost takes care of most of it for you. They include like a free SSL certificate, which basically tells browsers your site is safe and encrypted. You get automatic updates, protection against brute force attacks, and even daily backups, so if something ever goes wrong, you're not starting over from scratch. And if all that sounds like a lot, it is. But the beauty is, you don't have to manage it. That's the whole point of choosing a solid hosting provider. They handle the complexity, and you focus on building your site, adding content, and growing your brand or business. When I first started, I didn't understand why some people paid for hosting when there were free options out there. But after trying a few of those, I learned the hard way. They were slow, full of ads, had no real support, and made my site feel like a joke. The minute I switched to Bluehost, it was a night and day difference. My site loaded faster, it looked more professional, and for the first time, I felt like I was actually building something real. Another part of what makes Bluehost stand out is how beginner-friendly they are. You don't need to know how servers work or how to manage databases. They've got a dashboard that makes everything simple. You want to install WordPress? It's one click. Want to set up email with your domain? A few clicks. Need to connect your domain and get your site live? They walk you through every step. Millions of people have launched their sites with Bluehost for exactly this reason. It's not just affordable, it's approachable. You don't have to be a tech wizard. You just need an idea and the willingness to take that first step. And here's the thing. When you understand what hosting actually does and why it matters, you start to see it less as a confusing technical hurdle and more like a key part of owning your space online. If you care about how your site looks, how fast it loads, how secure it is, and whether it's actually up when people visit, you care about hosting. In the final part, I'll walk you through exactly how to choose the right hosting plan, what you actually need and what you don't, and why starting with something simple is often the best move. We'll make sure you're not overpaying or getting overwhelmed, just getting started the smart way. So by now, you get the big picture. Web hosting is what brings your website to life. It's the foundation. Without it, your domain name is just a sign pointing to an empty lot. Hosting gives that lot a house, walls, a roof, the whole thing. And Bluehost is like the trusted builder that makes sure everything is solid, secure, and ready for guests. But the next question is the one that really trips people up. How do I know which hosting plan to choose? Because the last thing you want is to sign up for something too complicated, too expensive, or just not right for where you're starting out. The good news is you don't need a huge, expensive plan. In fact, if this is your first site, you probably only need the basics. A lot of hosting companies try to upsell you on features you'll never use, but Bluehost actually gives you everything you do need, without making you feel like you're buying more than you can handle. Most people just starting out go with the basic plan, designed for small to medium-sized websites, and it includes all the essentials: fast loading, solid security, WordPress integration, and even a free domain name for your first year. That alone saves you money right away. You also get a free SSL certificate, which keeps your visitors safe and makes your site look more legit in search engines. And even though it's their entry-level plan, it doesn't feel stripped down. You still get 24/7 support, which honestly makes a bigger difference than you'd expect. There's nothing worse than getting stuck on something technical and having no one to talk to. With Bluehost, I've always been able to hop into a chat and get answers fast. You feel supported, not stranded. Now, if you're planning to build multiple sites, or you already have some traffic coming in and want a little more flexibility, Bluehost also offers the Choice Plus and online store plans. These come with more storage, extra security features, and added tools for managing growth. But again, you don't need to start there unless you already know you're going big. For most people just starting out, maybe it's your first blog, portfolio, or small business site, The basic plan is more than enough, and the price is usually around just a couple bucks a month if you use the right link. Honestly, when I saw how much value was packed into that price, I felt like I had found one of those hidden gems, especially when you compare it to other options that cost more but offer less. And this isn't just my experience. Bluehost has over 2 million websites hosted on their platform. They're one of the most recommended providers by professionals, especially for WordPress sites. And that kind of reputation doesn't happen by accident. It's earned by keeping things running smoothly, providing consistent support, and not nickel and diming people to death. But what really matters isn't just what you're getting, it's what you're unlocking. Hosting is what opens the door to owning your space online. Whether it's a blog, a store, a brand, or just a place to share your voice, you can't do any of it without a solid host. And once I realized that, the decision wasn't scary anymore. It felt empowering. I didn't need to know everything, I just needed a place to start. Bluehost gave me that. It made things simple when I was confused and fast when I was impatient. And now I actually enjoy managing my site because I'm not constantly stressed out by the tech side of things. If you've been thinking about starting something online but weren't sure where to begin, this is it. Don't overthink it. Choose a host that makes it easier, not harder. One that's proven, affordable, and beginner-friendly. One that gives your idea a place to grow. And if you want the same setup I used, I'll leave the link below. You'll get a big discount and your domain name for free when you sign up, so you can get started without breaking the bank. Now you know what web hosting really is and why it matters. And hopefully you're feeling a little more confident and a lot less overwhelmed. Because trust me, once your site is live and you start sharing it with people, everything changes. It stops being an idea and starts being real.